expectation. And this is not even standard expectation by historical standards. Hold on, there's one that's really ridiculous that we need to go to because it's just really ridiculous. Okay, yeah, this one. It's just, I don't know. This is, I'm sorry, but utter cod swallow. This is by Enderby 4121. Hello, Enderby 4121. But there's absolutely no evidence outside the Bible that the character ever existed, much less rose from the dead. Okay, so this is just like a common fake news that's going around. And some skeptics will insist that there is no evidence for Jesus' historical existence outside the Bible. And this is just a gross misconception, because while the New Testament obviously remains the principal collection of primary sources for Jesus' life, it is not the only documentation we have from ancient antiquity. And I like what Bayshore, thank you, Bayshore. Okay, I didn't have to, actually, I just saw this today when I decided to go through these comments. And here's what Bayshore said. There are literally more accounts of Jesus from the first century historians than there are of Emperor Tiberius. That's vehemently false. And my reply was, thank you, Bayshore. Melkor, you know that the Gospels have more than 6,000 manuscripts in Greek and Hebrew that historically proves Christ. I don't know if that's accurate. I think close to 6,000. I think there's 5,800, but I mean, there's more to come possibly. The only person in that time that also had 4 biographies written about them was Tiberius Caesar. And he was the most powerful man at the time in the world. So then, by your logic, you would also need to discount all other historical persons of that time. Good luck with that thinking. Jesus. I don't know why it goes ... But anyway, Melkor, excellent, well said. Okay, and like I said, this is a misconception. I'm sorry, but I don't know how this information is still going around when it's outright a lie. And I was told this when I was younger. That's one of the reasons why I didn't believe in the Bible. I didn't believe in Jesus, because somebody told me this and I actually believed them. And while the New Testament obviously remains the principal collection of the primary source of Jesus' life, it's not the only one. Okay, so non-Christian sources like Jewish historian Josephus in Antiquities of the Jews talks about Jesus. Roman historian Tacitus talked about Jesus. He refers to Jesus as a real historical figure who was crucified. And the references are sparse but consistent with other ancient figures of that time for whom we have relatively limited information. And historians of all stripes, generally all scholars, generally accept that a historical person named Jesus of Nazareth existed, because some people will say, oh, it's a different Jesus.